Welcome back to my channel, and I hope you are having a wonderful night. I am actually already set up for my bedtime. Oh, I know. Thank you. And I cannot wait until tomorrow. Okay, I am here. I'm going to be kicking off NaNoWriMo with a new story, of course. And I am trying Save the Cat. So I have these little cards. I have this one, Act 1, and it's color coded with this little sticky note thing. So there we have Act 1. Then opening scene, and I listed what the opening scene is. It's a status quo world, all that jazz. And then I have the one card for opening scene with the setting, characters, what happens. I'm not leaving that up there long enough for you to read, but just long enough for you to see. Set up, and I have not written what it is yet, but that's alright, I can always fill it back in. And I have 3 out of 4 scenes for that beat. The first one, the second one, and the third one. The fourth one is like not filled out yet, but that's okay. These will help me write at least for the hour or two that NaNoWriMo coincides with the stream. I am sitting on my heels, so that's why I'm up a little higher. It hurts, so I'm going to try not to think about that. I do have these. These have all the beats written out, but this is for when I'm working on, say, the second book of the series or the third book. You know, I want to have these so that I can look at them and tell what they are. And where it goes. You see, setup is really supposed to be before the theme stated, but I don't know. I kind of put them with theme stated first. I don't know why I did that. And then when I get to Act 2, it has this orangey post-it note. And then all the way down to Act 3, which has this green post-it note right here. And I put these on the front so you can tell what they are right away. And you don't go to the back and see a whole thing. I will use these as well. probably. But I have them over here in my, you can't see it, but I have them over here in my series Bible. The next book will have 4 point of view, so that will be interesting. This one only has 1. My main character is a princess, but she's not really likable at the beginning. She's stubborn, which is a good/bad thing. She is very selfish. She thinks that she's being punished because she was jealous when she was 5 years old. And I'm not going to go into that, but so I'm trying to decide what else I can tell you about my story without giving too much away. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of info. The story arc goes kind of like this. She finds out that there's a contract, and if she doesn't go through with the contract, her country is bankrupt. She refuses, but when threatening letters arrive, she has to decide whether she wants to protect her country or be the selfish little girl she is. She decides that she will find out who's threatening her family, and she leaves her country with the 2 princes. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Sorry. There are 2 princes that arrive in her country, and you'll find out why when the book comes out. But she travels with them around her country and then around one of the prince's countries to find out who is the one behind threatening her family and what they want. Then it's not until they're right at the border between the 2 princes' countries that they are ambushed. And she's wounded, but they all survive. They think that they've won. All's good in this world. And they cross over into the second prince's country, the 3rd country. The 3 of them decide that they're going to meet the parents of the second prince. And that prince and the princess get a little bit closer. let's just say that she's starting to warm up to them. Just a little bit. She still has her misgivings. And she wonders what's going to happen to her country while she's away. She gets one final letter. And the bad guy has threatened her dad. Personally threatened her dad. So they leave that princess country and hightail it all the way back to her country. They make it to her castle in no time because they're going straight there. They're not stopping at as many villages as they did the last time. They're making a straight shot. And when they get back, they find out that the enemy is on its way. And they have to prepare and plan a battle. By this point, most of the changes in her traits has started to really take hold, but she's still unsure about completing the contract. She still doesn't like it, but she is thinking really hard about it. When the bad guys arrive, the battle plan has been finalized. And when they go outside to meet the enemy, the king recognizes him. You see, the king's past is not as clean as some people would like. You know, it happens. And, yeah. So this guy is related in some way to the king's past, and they decide that things have to stop, things have to end. And that is my calendar alarm. Sorry. Oh yeah. So the bad guy says his little spiel, and one of the princes attacks. He is mad. He's protecting his father. He is protecting his brothers. He's protecting his sister and his mom. So he attacks first. The entire battle happens, but someone gets seriously hurt. And when she sees that, Katarina goes out and she fights the bad guy. She bypasses all of the men, including her brothers, including the prince that she has decided she might possibly marry if she ever got to that point. Sorry, I had to get off my knees. And she has decided that she was going to fight her father's battle. Let's just say, without getting too much information out, is that the bad guy flees, wounded, and everyone goes in to check on the person that had been wounded on their side. Then there's a little surprise at the end, and a little heartbreak at the end, and then a slight bit of mystery at the end, which leads into the second book. This book is the first of 7, and I call them my Rainbow series books, because I named them after the rainbow colors. You know, Project Red, Project Orange, Yellow, Green, Blue, Indigo, and Violet. And you can't tell what the names are on here, but I have decided that this first book is called Rebel, and not Rebel, but Rebel. And I'm excited. I am so excited to write. I have to work on my series Bible later, but yeah. Yes, I just messed up my hair because my hair is already messed up, and why not? I took a shower earlier, and so my hair is like a mess. Anyway, that is what I'm working on for Nano this year, and this will be my 4th year. I have yet to win, but I got a lot of work done for each of those stories. Not so much on one of them, but yeah. Alright. Let me show you the goals that I did for Nano and how well I did for each goal. So let me switch over to that tab. Okay. So here you'll see that the words haven't been written yet, of course. We go to prep work number 1. That was for September. The last time I worked on this was September 19th. And that put me at 1,861 words instead of the 1,000. But, yeah. I did not do much. I was busy, but whatever. Prep work 2, which was this month, I got 6,284 words. The last time I worked on this was October 22nd, after I had already made the 6,000 word goal. Here's the 22nd. I had upped it just a little bit for 30 words. October 17th, I got over 1,500 words. Now that's pretty cool. I hope to do that every day, but we'll see. I am a night owl. I like to work better at night. I always work at home because this is a desktop, not a laptop. This is probably not accurate, but whatever. I finished this on the 17th. Felt great about the work. This is probably not accurate because I would write like 40 words in 10 minutes or so, or something like that. But yeah, here's my author name on NaNoWriMo's site, Trina K. So if you want to add me as a friend, go ahead. I like working with other people and seeing how you're doing. Coming back to NaNoWriMo 2020, 50,000 words is my goal. Hopefully with all the work that I put into this story so far, I will make that goal. And I cannot wait to get started. Hopefully you can tell me how well you are doing. Sorry, just popping my fingers. I am kind of crouched. Anyway. Please fill me in on what your story is about and how well you have prepared yourself for NaNoWriMo. Do you light candles? Do you have markers that you like to use when you're planning? Do you use note cards? It's my first time in a while using note cards for stories. Do you set timers on your phone? Do you use stickers to help plan your story? You know, how do you plan? That's the kind of thing I want to know from y'all. And I also use this writer block relief thing. It's stressful, but I like using it to think about what I need to write next. That's one of my things. I actually took this to work once, and I was so stressed out that day that I was going like this and going like this. And when I went like that, squeezed it, I squeezed it so hard that it broke. So I had to super glue it. There, it works now. What else? I'm trying not to write before midnight. It's only 11:27. What am I gonna do? Oh, I've got coffee set up to where it's going to brew at 5 o'clock in the morning because I am going to be doing a 24-hour live stream tomorrow at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. I will probably not last the full 24 hours because, let's see, Thursday afternoon, I woke up about 2:30 p.m. because I went to bed for a couple of hours, like 3, maybe 4 hours, because I needed a nap. I had gotten up early. I had a very stressful phone conversation with my therapist, and I decided I'm gonna just lay back down for a couple hours. Well, I woke up at 2:30 and got to work on this course that I am building for beginner writers. And I worked on that for hours. I didn't even realize what time it was. But before I knew it, my 5 o'clock alarm went off. So I figured I would just stay up. I went to work not to actually work because I am on leave, but I had to fill out some paperwork for them. And I had to make payment on my credit card over there. So I got back around 10:30 in the morning. I stayed up until about 11 because I wanted to eat something because I was starving. But apparently I wasn't as starving as I thought because I ate a little bit. I fell asleep. And I fell asleep at about 11 until about 8. I was that exhausted. So I didn't make the full 24 hours awake. But Hopefully I can do that this time. I'm a little worried because I have a general idea of what I want my story to do, and I have all of these ideas, but I don't have any of the villager names of any of the 3 countries, and I don't have the 3 country names. The only thing I do have names for are the 3 freaking royal families. I don't even have the bad guy's name. So that's going to be a lot of blank spaces. I guess I could put MBG for main bad guy. That's going to be funny. And I guess I could do BW for Baker's wife. You know, things like that. Just until I find out what I want to name them all. My hair's tangled. Alright, so I'm going to check on here on my iPad how the stream looks, and then I don't know. Okay, that is so far behind. Okay, so, that was weird. But anyway, I am just going to, I guess I could show you this bit. Let me see if I can bring it up. I'm going to take my face off of here real quick. Yeah, this one. Okay. Let me see if I can move it like that. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm reading over what all of this is. And I'm going back to see if I need to add anything to the prep work. I have the opening scene, the setup, which I put before the theme stated, which is good. Catalyst. Wait, yeah, okay. Catalyst. Here's the first letter, and I have to write the list of letters. Here's the debate. And at the beginning, the letters are coming fast. Maybe that will continue. I don't know. And here you see, okay, let's see. Here's where you see that the queen is pregnant. Major part of the story. Act 2. This is all the stuff I have for Act 2. The notes. In Act 2, the eldest prince's wife finds out that she is now pregnant. And it's 4 months before the end of the story. Break into 2. She sneaks out of the castle. B-story, the 2 princes. This is just a little question that I ask myself. And that question as well. I need to think about those. This is part 2 of the B story. And part 3 of the B story. Even here I wrote that I needed to create a list of threatening letters in the timeline. Fun and games. This is a big clue. And, oh, why is that like that? That's not part of it. And this is not part of it. Scrivener's been kind of weird lately. This is part of Katerina's letter to her family. We have reached the midpoint of the story. We have the midpoint, we have the raising the stakes part, we have a little bit of jealousy going on. I know this is only 2 sentences, but there's a reason for that. Because the sprint 2 has the rest there, and then I added this right here. I have a little note for myself, not to forget to go back and mention the baker's wife's tarot skills. And I still have good prints and bad prints in here. Oh, this is funny. The all is lost when the bad guys arrive, and the battle and surprise, which I am showing. And then more of the surprise. The dark night of the soul. Sorry. When Katerina is being comforted by her oldest brother, she relies heavily on the good prince, and they try to get to know each other. Act 3. Okay, they break into 3. Her oldest brother becomes king. Coordination questions. Finale, where her oldest brother is finalizing the marriage contract. A few questions that Katerina has about the contract. She still doesn't believe that you can actually find true love like that. And here's the final image where, here, a figure sneaks around and then he finds his way outside, leaps onto his horse, and sneaks off. And this is important because it leads into the next book. And the full outline is exactly that. It's got all of the words that I've done so far. Note this is just an outline. It's not got everything in it because I still have a lot of work to put into the story. Color coded, between the different sections. I have links as well. Like Bad Prince. I have a link to Eduardo's letter to his family. For the princess, I have Katerina's letters to her family. And for the other prince, I have the link to Dimitri's letter to his family. Just to keep me on track. And down here I have questions to the coronation questions. And that is everything I have so far. I can't wait to get started. Okay, let me bring up my face again, even though you don't want to see it. No. Alright, so we have about 15 minutes until... Yep, I know. NaNoWriMo is happening in 15 minutes. I can't wait. Oh, I should probably set my alarm for tomorrow. Done. And like I said, I already have my coffee pot set up for tomorrow. I am tempted just to go outside and smoke a cigarette. That would not set a good example. The good example being not to smoke right before bed. And I definitely don't want kids under 18 to smoke. While I wait for NaNoWriMo to start, I'm going to go back over these and think about how I want to introduce the story. Okay. Show the princess's stubbornness and unlikable spirit. Try to make her slightly rude, but not extremely rude. We want the maids and servants to be wary of her, but not hate her. Please note that none of the staff really believe that she's a bad person, but just make sure that they're exasperated about how she acts. We want to show them shaking their heads or sighing every time she has a tantrum. Show the princess's stubbornness and unlikable spirit. Okay. So what I'm doing is Well, you just heard me. I was just talking into my voice recorder to give myself a few notes about what's going on. What I need to do for the beginning, or part of the beginning. So, I had to do that so I could remember. I needed to make sure that I didn't forget to have the people react to her obnoxiousness, you know? She doesn't start out as a perfect princess, and it is obvious. What else? What else? What else? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to waste time until midnight. I thought I would have more to talk about with when it came to my story. But apparently I don't. I am a little tired, if you haven't noticed. But hopefully that little bit of sleep after this, I'll be able to work and write for 24 hours. It's still October 31st. 4 minutes. And daylight savings time thing is happening tonight. I don't know. I'm not actually gonna like this, but I figured I might as well have something in my mouth. No, you can't see it right now. Oh, one thing you can't see while you're looking at me is this cute little owl that I have. Oh, Almost dropped her. This cute little owl that I have, she stares at me like this all the time. She stares at me. And, she's cute, she sparkles. And then she kind of creeps me out at night. So I put her behind my iPad when I have my iPad out. Oh, my nose is itchy. Alright, so we have about 3 minutes. I am stuck at home for the month of November, unless my therapist says I can go back to work. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to handle being at home 24/7. I'm hoping that with my 4th NaNoWriMo, which is this NaNoWriMo, I will be able to actually write this book. My first book I write from start to finish. And hopefully I will be able to start outlining the next book in December. And then in January, actually write the second book. And then in February, revise this one. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I hope to actually get all 7 books done by 2022, maybe, at the earliest. And I hope that Project Red, or Rebel, is published by May of next year. Oh, it just hit midnight. Yes. Yep, it's midnight. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, crap. Yep, it was midnight. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to put you on a smaller version of my face. No, I'll just keep you as is. And I am going to write. I don't know how many minutes I'm going to sprint for, so let's try that now, shall we? How about How about 10 minutes? I don't know if you could see that. All right, ready, set, go. covered. Okay, just a second. Good. Bless me. Sorry about that. Oh, goodness. So, bless me. So how many words did you get in those 10 minutes? Oh, I went 11. Sorry. All right, so I put my number in the chat, and I'm going to update here. Oh, I don't want to go to prep work too. Cancel. What are you doing to me? This thing's trying to trick me. Come on. No, not Project Orange. That's the next book. Oh. Okay, so let's do this. 158 words a session. Or total. I think I'll do total words. Oop. Feeling pretty good. Writing at home. On a desktop. 12:01 a.m. And then 12:12 a.m. And update progress. So that's 158 words so far today. And I have about 1,500 more words. But that's fine. I did it. Between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Of course, because I've only written 158 words. At home, word count, and then today, no, I don't think I'm done today. 14 words per minute, maybe. Alright. So, let me see these real quick. I updated my progress. Yay. And first day update. Okay. So, And where's that just happened? I'm the only one that lives here, so why is there a weird noise over in that direction? I don't know. Alright, so, we can do another sprint. 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Hmm. I don't know what to do. Or I could just write until I feel that I need to stop. Because it's not like people are responding. I get it. You're probably just writing. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? I'm not setting a timer. Let me move this out of the way. Ow. My legs are so sore right now. Let's move this keyboard down a bit into my lap. And here we go. Okay, so I've reached a point where I can stop for now. Um, so